Hey guys, this is Tyler's take on crypto investing basics. Now, before I get started, I have to say nothing that I'm about to say should be considered any kind of financial advice. This is solely for informational purposes. I urge you guys all to do your own research, but I did want to make this as kind of a video to arm you with a little bit of knowledge if you're just starting out. I've been involved in the crypto space for quite some time, so hopefully I can help you make a more informed decision before you click that buy button. So if you are just getting started, the first thing you're going to need to do is figure out where you want to buy crypto from. So you're going to have to create an account with a crypto exchange. There's Coinbase, Kraken, Binance, Crypto.com. There's a bunch of them out there. If I were just starting out, I would recommend using Coinbase. They're probably the most well-known exchange. They're a publicly traded company. It's super easy to use. They have big bubbles and little icons you can press that makes it all really easy. So you can create an account in a couple minutes. You can link your bank account to Coinbase. So when you're ready to buy crypto, it's as simple as selecting the crypto that you want to buy, enter the amount that you want to buy, click buy, and you're done. You own crypto. So that's the first thing you're going to want to do. But the reason you're here is to kind of like, okay, I want to invest, but what the heck do I invest in? I looked at a list and there's thousands of cryptos. How the heck do I know where to put my money? So I'm not going to tell you where to put your money. I'm not telling you to invest in crypto, but the first thing that I would do is go on over here to coinmarketcap.com. So I'll bring that up now. Coinmarketcap.com is going to look something like this. And what this is it's going to show you a list of all the cryptos that exist, starting with the largest crypto up top and then all the way down. There is over 8,000 cryptos. So like, what the heck are you supposed to do? So how they have it listed by default here, like I said, it's going to be the biggest crypto first. Right now, the biggest crypto is Bitcoin. And they list them by the largest by market cap. So currently, Bitcoin is valued at $1.2 trillion. My goodness. Just kind of for context, I believe the largest publicly traded company in the US right now is Microsoft, and that's trading somewhere, has a market cap somewhere around $3 trillion. So crypto, Bitcoin trading at 1.2 trillion is pretty nuts. But anyways, that's how they have them listed. But what you can see here, you can see the current market cap and you can see the current price of one Bitcoin. So right now, the cost of one Bitcoin is $62,428 as we're recording this, and it's changing. If you're not familiar, the market cap, it's the same way as stocks. You take the current circulating supply that you can see over here. That's the current amount of Bitcoin that currently exists. So as of right now, the Bitcoin in supply is 19,642,000, yada, yada, yada. All right, so to find out the market cap, you're going to take the current circulating supply, 19.6 million, times the price of each Bitcoin, which is 62,400. So 19.6 million times 62,400 is going to give you $1.2 trillion. So that's kind of what you're looking at here and how you calculate it. Some other stuff you're looking at here is you see, and you can customize it to show you whatever data you want, but I have it to show me the change that Bitcoin has gone up or down in the last 24 hours, 7 days, the last 30 days, 60, and then this is the year to date. So we can see in the last day, in the last 24 hours, Bitcoin has gone up 2%. Year to date, Bitcoin has gone up 47%. Yikes. Like that's pretty darn impressive. So that's what you're looking at here. You can look at Bitcoin, you go all the way down and you get, just on the first page, there's, 100 crypto. So you can see the number 100 crypto is this guy here and currently valued at $909.6 million. That's kind of what you're looking at. The market cap is just the current valuation of that coin or that crypto. So now, there's thousands of cryptos. Like, what the heck do I do? The biggest mistake I see people make when they're first getting involved in crypto, you saw this a lot when you heard about all these meme coins. I'll bring up Dogecoin, for example. All right, so Dogecoin hit the market, and you heard about people making millions of dollars in Dogecoin. And people did make millions of dollars in Dogecoin. But the biggest problem I see is you'll notice here, Dogecoin is going for, you can buy one Dogecoin for 14 cents. So people are like, oh man, that's great. I can buy a bunch of Dogecoin and I'm going to take it to the moon and I'm going to make millions of dollars. So for $100, you buy a bunch of Dogecoin and you think, oh man, wait till Dogecoin hits $1. That's not the way you got to look at this. And that's the biggest mistake I see people make. The way you have to look at this is, let's say you want to invest $100 in crypto, okay? So if you invest $100 in Bitcoin, just to double your money, the market cap is going to have to go from 1.2 trillion to 2.4 trillion dollars. That means another 1.2 trillion dollars has to be injected into Bitcoin in order for you to turn $100 into $200. Now, if you go down the line here, let's take a coin like Solana, for example. Okay, it's not nearly as valuable as Bitcoin. It's currently valued at 57, we'll call it 58 billion. So for you to double your money in Solana, there would have to be 58 billion injected into Solana for you to turn your $100 into $200, and then down the line. So when you heard about people making millions of dollars with Dogecoin, that's because they were investing in it or they were buying it when Dogecoin first came out. I'm talking, it had a market cap probably of a few $1,000s. Okay, market cap was a few $1,000s. All right, I put $100 in there, and then somehow the market cap of Dogecoin goes to, and brace yourselves, it was even more than this. I think the market cap of Dogecoin at its peak was around $50 billion. That's billion with a B. My gosh. And that is the valuation of a coin that was created as a joke. So you go for a couple $1,000 valuation to a $20 billion valuation. Well, boom, there's your $1 million off $100. So pay attention to that before investing in something. Don't think that you're going to put $100 into Bitcoin and make a boatload of cash. It's not going to happen. Could you make money? Absolutely. But let's be realistic. You got to look at the market cap when you're deciding, how much money do I want to make? And that brings me to my next point. So when you're looking at this, or before you start to look at this, you need to decide why you're investing in crypto. Like, is this a lottery ticket for you? Like, is this a gamble? Hey, instead of going to the casino this month, or instead of buying a bunch of lottery tickets, I'm just going to put that money in crypto. Like, hey, this is money that I'm going to lose anyway. So let's put it in here. If that's why you're investing, there's one strategy for you. Or are you investing in crypto because you believe in crypto, you believe in the technology, and it's something, you want to get behind, a project that really makes sense and you think has a real use case? Regardless of which category you fall in, you also need to understand that investing in cryptocurrency is risky. Investing in anything is risky. It's dangerous. It's risky. You could lose all your money. Even more so in crypto. Man, crypto is risky. It's volatile. You could see price swings in crypto. You could see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% price swings or more in crypto. Heck, you could see 20, 30% price swings in a single day when it comes to crypto. You got to understand that before getting into this, man. It's going to be a ride. It's not going to be, you're not going to ride it slowly up and to the right like you might in, some other stocks or bonds or anything else that you might, safe assets that you might want to invest in. But like with anything else, with more risk comes the potential for more reward. So you got to kind of figure out where on that risk to reward scale you are. Once you decide that, you can try to make a decision on, okay, well, what the heck do I want to buy? So now don't just put your money into something because it's cheap. Because, okay, let's look at something like XRP. All right, it's 60 cents. Don't think, oh, well, XRP is going to go to $100 and then I'm going to, no. Do you understand what the market cap would have to be in order for XRP to go to $100? Again, not saying it's impossible, but is that very probable? I'll let you decide that. So if you're looking to make a lot of money off a little bit of money, you're going to have to dig real deep on this list of cryptos. We can go all the way here to the bottom. Let's go down here. Ugh, this is dirty. Let's go to page 89. All right, you go down to some of these. Man, some of these coins don't even have reported market caps, but you go down here. Now we're looking at, all right, I got coins that are valued at Deep Cave. I don't know what the heck Deep Cave is, but it's currently valued at $10,400. All right, now could you imagine you put $100 into this And then for some crazy reason, millions of people decide Deep Cave is the best tech in crypto, and it jumps to a $500 million valuation. Well, boom, there's your lottery ticket. But you need to understand the odds of Deep Cave, and I'm not trashing on Deep Cave. I don't know anything about it. Maybe it's an awesome project, but the odds of Deep Cave going to absolute zero are way higher than it going up. So when you get down here, I would say anything outside of the top 20 or maybe the top 50 coins, anything outside of that, man, that's where you're starting to see some real risk. So you need to know that going into it. Yeah. Could you throw, $50 into what the heck is it? Chic Solana, and make a ton of money? Yeah, maybe. But the odds are this is a complete scam. They're going to take your money. You're going to leave with nothing. You might as well light that money on fire. So, but if this isn't a lottery ticket for you, if you're like, hey man, I really want to get involved in this. I want to invest in something that I know something about. What you can do is you can go up here and you can select categories. And what it'll do is it'll show you different sectors that exist within crypto. So let's say you're a video gamer, all right? You're a gamer, you know a lot about video games, and you're like, man, I could really see a use case for crypto and gaming. I'm looking at V-Bucks in Fortnite. Man, that would be, like, it just makes sense. I think it's a smart and a real world use case for crypto. So let's say you want to invest in gaming. You can click here, select gaming, and this is going to show you all of the gaming tokens that exist in crypto. So then you can kind of do your research from here. Okay, the biggest gaming token comes in at number 24 overall. That's Immutable X. They're a large infrastructure gaming token, and they're currently valued at $4.4 billion. Hey, that's a long shot from the $1 trillion of Bitcoin. So it's going to be a lot easier to make some money here. You go down the list, and there's some legit games down here that I think could do really, really well. And they have market caps under even $1 billion. So there's where you can look at starting to make some money. You could, maybe you are wanting to ride the AI wave. For some reason, a company can say the word AI and they're going to make money nowadays. So maybe you want to ride the AI train. So go in here, check out something like Render or Fetch.ai or Ocean Protocol, something like that. And, your market caps are here. This is the cost per coin, and that's where you want to be. Now, once you decide kind of where you want to be, if you want to do some research about the coin itself, let's take Immutable X, for example. You can click on Immutable X here, and it'll bring you to the page in CoinMarketCap. And if you scroll down here, it'll tell you can go to the About section, and it'll tell you a little bit about the coin itself. It give you a little narrative. You can read about it. And if you want to go even farther than that, you can go over here to the left and you can click on you can read the white paper. That's going to give you detailed information about the coin. Or you can click on the website here. It'll take you to Immutable's website and you can read about it there. Hey, does this thing look legit? Does it look like a scam? Or does it look like something that I could see value in? And if the answer is yes, well, boom, there you go. You could also look at things over here like the current circulating supply. So this is, again, the coins that are currently in existence. And then you could look at the total supply. So right now, Immutable X is 1.3 billion coins in circulation, but there's a total supply of 2 billion coins. And so, after coin releases and unlocks, this is the total amount that could exist. I can make a whole nother video on circulating supply versus total supply, but that's something to take a look at. Obviously, as more supply hits the market, it's going to dilute what currently out there. So you can kind of do some economics there. But like I said, that's maybe for another video. So there you go. Now, click back over to cryptocurrencies. Now you can kind of get an idea. How risky do you want to be? Hey, if you want to be safe, man, there's still money to be made up here. Potentially, it could all go to zero. Cryptocurrency could just fall off a cliff and not exist anymore. That's also possible. But historically speaking, there's money to be made up here still. You're not going to make 100x your money, but if you want to play it a little bit safer, these would be like your blue chip crypto tokens, somewhere in the top 20 here. But now you know a little bit about maybe what sector you want to invest in, how risky you want to be, and you know how to do a little bit of research. That being said, again, do your own research. Don't just buy something because somebody told you about it. And if you do, just understand the risks involved. If you guys have any more questions about specific projects, I'm definitely going to make a video coming up here soon on maybe use cases for specific crypto projects themselves. But if you're interested in something, go ahead and feel free to drop that in the comments below. I promise you I'll read the comments and respond as soon as I can. Other than that, guys, be safe, be smart, and until next time.